Hi everyone. Today we will learn how to model stiffened panels using ANSYS Mechanical APDL. We will consider three cases. First one is modal analysis, second one is bending, third one is eigen-buckling analysis. You know that to model planar geometries we use plane stress elements or also called membrane elements, which are for in-plane forces. Plate elements are for out-of-plane forces. When there are both in-plane and out-of-plane forces, then typically a shell element is used, which is a plane stress and a plate element combined together. In finite element analysis, shell elements normally can take both in-plane and out-of-plane forces. Shell elements usually have 6 degrees of freedom, 3 translations ux, uy, uz, and 3 rotations, rotation x, rotation y, and rotation z. In ANSYS, commonly used shell element is called as shell 181, which is available in both quadrilateral as well as triangular option as shown in the sketch. Now consider a square plate which is placed horizontally on xz plane. Let us try to analyze this plate for free vibration. That is, we are supposed to conduct a modal analysis on this. Let us take the size of the plate as 1 meter by 1 meter. In the slide you can see the steps that you need to follow in order to solve this problem. First, let us keep the view in isometric format. Then let us switch on the work plane. So go to work plane and display working plane, switch on. The work plane is on. Since I want the plate to be horizontal, I have to rotate the default XY plane to XZ plane. So I will use work plane, offset work plane by increments option. In this toolbar you set this rotation degree to 90 and click on rotation about x-axis, because when I rotate about x-axis only, xy of the work plane gets aligned with zx of the global. See, it is rotated now. Click cancel. Now go to preprocessor, go to modeling, create areas rectangle by 2 corners. Now give the width is x direction now, which is 1 meter, and height is also 1 meter. Height means z dimension now. The plate is modeled as a surface. Now choose the element type. As I explained, element type should be shell 181 now. Go to shell option here, 4 node 181, click OK. Define the material models, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. Young's modulus is 200 gigapascal, that is 200 E9. Poisson's ratio is 0.3. And you have to input the density value also, 7850 kg per meter cube. Go to sections, shell, layup, add or edit. Thickness of the plate you have to enter here, which is 0.01 meter. Click OK. Next, go to meshing, go to mesh tool. Global element size you can set. I will set it to 0.03 meter. You can change it if you want. Quadrilateral mapped mesh. I got a mapped mesh. Now I have to apply the boundary conditions. Loads, define loads, apply structural displacement on lines. On all the 4 boundaries I am going to fix all degrees of freedom. Constraint. Now go to solution. Analysis type. We are performing modal analysis to obtain the natural frequencies of the system. Go to new analysis, modal, click OK. Analysis options. You enter number of modes to extract as 5. Click OK. There is no frequency range of interest. Click OK here and solve this problem. Solution is done. Now you can go to general post processor, result summary. This will give you the list of natural frequencies that we requested for. The primary mode vibration happens at 87.546 Hz. Second mode and third mode happens at the same frequency. because the mode shape may be different. Fourth mode is 263.63 Hz. Fifth is 322.61 Hz. Now if you want to see how the plate vibrates at these frequencies, you can read the modes one by one. Go to read results, first set, go to plot results, deformed shape, deformed plus undeformed. So this is the deformed shape. Now let us animate this. Animate mode shape, deformed plus undeformed. A deformation is happening along y direction. This is the first mode. Even you can plot the contours of displacement. The displacement is maximum at the center. Now read the next set. Read results next set. Right click here and replot. It shows the next set of deformation or modal vibration. You can animate this also. This is called second modal vibration. Read results next set. I am reading the third one. Right click, replot. This is the third modal vibration. See, this mode is similar to the previous mode, but the direction of vibration is different here. That is why you see the same frequency value. Both second and third mode will happen at the same frequency. Read results next set. I'm reading the fourth mode. You see the fourth modal vibration. This is the fourth mode, happens at 263.6 Hz. And the last one is the fifth mode. Again, there is a symmetry here. This is called fifth mode shape. So these are the results that we got. In this slide, I have shown 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th mode also. You can also check your solution with these. These are the corresponding deformation shapes, contour plots obtained. Next, we will try to model a stiffener here. You can see a dark line here, which is representing the stiffener there. I have to model this stiffener using a beam element now. Of course, I have to use shell element for the rest of the geometry. Okay, I will clear this database and start from the beginning. First step is to keep it in isometric view, work plane, offset work plane by increments. Keep this rotation angle to 90 degree. Click on plus X. Go to modeling, create areas, rectangle, 1 meter by 1 meter. Now I have to divide this into two areas because I want to model a stiffener here. So go to create key points on line with ratio, select this line, click OK, enter 0.5 here, apply, select this line, click OK, enter 0.5, OK, because I wanted to create the midpoint, so I entered 0.5 as a ratio. Now join those 2 points using a straight line like this. Now divide this area into 2 using that line. So booleans, divide area by line, select this area, click OK, select this line, click OK. Now the area is divided. Now go to element type, add, edit or delete, add. First select the shell element, click OK, shell element is added. Now we also want a beam element for stiffener. Select this and go to beam element options and change the element behavior to cubic form to get most accurate result. Go to material models, structural, linear, elastic, isotropic. It is assumed that both the plate and the stiffener is of the same material, 200 E9.3 and density is 7850 kg per meter cube. Go to beam, common sections, section ID 1, rectangular, and enter the cross section as 0.03 by 0.03. Click OK. Go to shell section is section ID 2 and the shell thickness is 0.01 meter. Observe that section ID is 2 for shell. Click OK. 1 is beam. Now go to meshing, mesh tool. First let us set the attributes for line. Set. Select this line. Click OK. Select material number 1, element beam, and cross section is rectangular. Click apply. OK. Set the areas. Both the areas you select. Click OK. Shell element and section you have to set it to shell. This is very important. You have to set it to 2. Now go to global element size 0.03 meter. Quadrilateral mapped mesh. Pick all. Now elements related to areas are meshed. Now I have to mesh the lines also. Set this to lines. Mesh. Select that line. Click OK. Now it is meshed. Now if you want to see the cross section assigned, you can go to style, size and shape, switch on the display of element. You can see the cross section is assigned. This is the plate with thickness and this is the stiffener. Now let us give the boundary conditions. Loads, define loads, apply structural displacement on lines. Select all the lines of the boundary. Click OK. All degrees of freedom constraint. Go to solution, analysis type, new analysis, model, click OK. Analysis options, enter number of modes to extract as 5, number of modes to expand as 5, and calculate elemental results yes. See, this setting is very important, otherwise you will not be able to see the beam results in the post processing. Click OK. We don't have any frequency range of interest. Click OK here also and solve it. Go to general post processor, result summary. Observe, we are getting different set of results now. You record these results and read the mode shapes one by one. First set, go to plot results, nodal solution, displacement. This is the first modal vibration. You can animate it. Animate deformed results, deformed vector sum. This is the first mode of vibration. Read results, next set, second set of vibration. Animate deformed results. This is the second mode. Next set, third mode. This is a third mode vibration. Observe that second and third mode frequencies are not same now because the geometry is not symmetric because stiffener is placed in this direction. Next, fourth. This is the fourth modal vibration. And the last one. This is the last mode vibration. So these are the results which we obtained for single stiffener case. In the next case, let us try to model two stiffeners and see how we get the results for modal analysis. You go back to preprocessor, meshing, clear, areas, pick all. Now area mesh is cleared. Go to lines, pick all. Now line mesh is also cleared, but geometry is present. I can say plot multi-plots. Now I'll go to modeling, create key points on line with ratio. On this line, I will create a key point with ratio 0.5. On this line also, I'll create a line with 0.5 ratio. And I will create a line between those two. Now I have to divide the area using that line. So divide area by line. There are two areas, select both the areas and select both the lines. So totally there should be 4 areas now. If you want, you can switch on area numbers and see there are 4 areas which are attached. I'll switch off area numbers. So we have already defined element type. We have defined shell and beam element. We have defined the material also, Young's modulus, Poisson's ratio and density. And we have also defined beam cross section, rectangular cross section, and the second cross section for the plate. Now we will try to set the attributes and mesh it. Go to mesh tool, set the lines first. Select this line, this line, this line and this line. Only these 4 lines you have to select because those are the lines which represent the stiffeners. And choose the beam element here and first cross section, rectangular. Click OK. Set the geometry to areas. Click on set. Select all the 4 areas. Set the element type to shell and cross section to 2. Now give a global element edge length of 0.03. Quadrilateral mapped mesh. Pick all. It is meshed, but still lines are not meshed, so you have to choose lines here. Go to mesh, select all the 4 lines, click OK. Now lines are also meshed. Go to solution, analysis type, new analysis, model, analysis options, number of modes to extract 5, number of modes to expand 5, calculate element results, yes. There is no frequency range of interest, click OK. Apply the boundary conditions, displacement on lines, select all these lines, click OK, and all devoid of constraint. Solve this. Solution is done. Go to general post processor, result summary. See, now we are getting a different set of frequencies. Starting frequency is 112.64 now. You can read the mode shapes one by one. Read results, first set, plot results, contour plot, nodal solution, displacement vector sum. This is the first mode of vibration. Read results, next set is the second set, next set is the third set, this is the fourth set, and this is the fifth modal vibration. Now observe that if I go to by peak option, second and third frequencies are same, but the mode shapes are different. Let me pick second mode shape, read it and plot it. See, this is where the maximum deformation is coming for second mode, but if I plot third mode, it is in this direction. So symmetrically their amplitudes are same, but mode shapes are different, frequencies are same. Like this you can model any number of stiffeners. Like this you can model any number of stiffeners, and like this you can model any number of stiffeners and observe and perform modal analysis. Now if you compare the 3 cases, the first case being without any stiffener, second case was with 1 stiffener along x-axis, and the last case was with 2 stiffeners, 1 along x-axis, 1 along z-axis. If you observe the modes, if you observe the frequencies for different modes, if you compare the first mode in all the three cases, initially without stiffener we got 87.546 Hz, but in the second case it was 102.65, in the third case it is 112.64 Hz. Frequency is increasing when we add stiffeners. You know the frequency equation is root k by m. When k increases, frequency has to increase. You can do all these exercises. Increase the number of stiffeners, vary the pitch, tabulate and compare the results, change the cross section, material properties of the stiffeners, tabulate and compare the results, carry out similar trials for different boundary conditions of the panel also. You can also perform all these using commands and macros. In the next video, I am going to show you how to model these panels or stiffeners for bending stress analysis. Thank you.